Hey guys, Letter Magic here, and we're already a couple days into February, so it's time for another MTG Arena State of the Game for February 2020. I could have sworn we just had January, so I don't know, maybe they are closer than I thought. Seems early in the month, but this is usually when the really awesome crew that made Arena comes out and gives you a bunch of promising stuff that they're going to do in the future. It's usually good news, new features, and cool stuff. I have heard rumors that this particular one, not so much. But let's jump in. I have not read this yet. So they say, as we celebrate the release of Theros Beyond Death and the upcoming Magic World Championship, the February game update brings a variety of ways for you to experience Magic the Gathering Arena. Yeah, corporate fluff PR, whatever, blah. The Magic World Championship XXVI, what the hell is that? 16, whatever. I feel like there's no way it's been that many, but okay. They stopped doing it for like a long time anyway. 16 players, $1 million in prizes in a little over a week's time. The best Magic players in the world will travel to Honolulu, Hawaii to escape the coronavirus and to compete for title of Magic World Champion. And this year they'll be competing on MTG Arena. Now that is pretty new, but I mean, whatever keeps them from cheating. So get this, pretty wild. This is what they're leading up to. To support the draft portion of the event, we've added the option for players to direct challenge each other in a limited tournament match that will follow the same rules as other best-of-3 draft formats in MTG Arena. So basically, traditional draft, I believe, is their term for it. Now, limited is a catch-all term for sealed and draft, and probably some other things I'm not thinking about. I guess technically cube, but it means limited pool, limited card pool to build from or whatever. So I don't know how this is going to work from like a practical sense. They do go on to say players also have the option to choose a 40-card deck as one of the options for other direct challenge matches where you can play around with options like timers and who goes first. So do they mean something you drafted in the past, or is it not limited and it's 40-card constructed? I'm not really sure what they're getting at there. Or do you have to draft it first, and are you both sitting at the same table? And I'm probably asking all these questions they're about to answer, but as cool as this seems, where it's like, oh, you can challenge your friends to more than just constructed, like I do worry about how it works or if it works. They do say, rest assured that this is not what we meant when we referred to 8-person drafts. So you don't have to like add 8 people to your friends list, and that's how you do it. So that's still on the roadmap. We are actively working on the ability for you to draft against other human players completely in-game. Oh, so I think you're not drafting against your friend, you just draft both at the same time and then verse each other or something? I wonder if you have to pay for the packs and if you get to keep the cards. Like, there's a lot of questions here. So we've also added the options to easily export your decks from limited events, be they draft or sealed. With the February update, you'll see an Add to Decks button above your deck box, which adds your deck list to your other decks. So I assume you run a draft on your own, and then you can take what you think is like your best draft deck of the last 10 drafts you did or whatever, and then verse somebody with it. I think they just added the format of like limited to it, to the direct challenge system, which is honestly a very, very simplistic one. But like during the draft, don't forget to save your deck. Most people don't do that. I think there's like there's an add to decks button basically now. But I think you could like at least export the deck list before or something. I don't know. There was some way to save it or name it, or I don't remember. Not like you could use it again, but now you can, I guess. So confusing but neat. The next section is Be Your Champion. While tuning into the World Championship coverage over on twitch.tv/magic, no, I'm not going to do that. You actually banned me from the chat for pointing out that somebody was cheating. You can also be your champion in MTG Arena, metaphorically speaking. I am my own champion, damn it. So, during the weekend of the Magic World Championship XXVI, MTG Arena will be hosting the world's XXVI showcase. I read it as short because I want shortcake. Anyway, which will allow you to play best-of-1 matches using the deck list submitted, oh god, by the 16 players competing in this world's event. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you still have to own the cards, I assume, so there's that. Maybe not, though, because this does look from the screenshot they included like an actual event where you just enter the event and that's that, actually. So yeah, actually, I think you don't need to own the cards. They'll just do it kind of like Pokemon at least used to, I think. Whoever like the top 2 players were that were the final in the tournament, they would like sell their decks. I mean, you can't get any more hardcore into net decking than that. I mean, really. So this is just a slap in the face to deck building. It's literally like the most net decking adjacent bullshit I've ever seen. It's practically just like encouraging people to copy the decks from the top tournament people. Build your own damn deck. In fact, look at what people are playing and then build whatever beats that, okay? That's, first of all, how you win tournaments like this. And secondly, I'm sick of seeing the same stupid deck over and over and over because people are lazy. So yeah, complete waste of time event/tournament thing. They even say there will be no entry fee for this. Good, I wouldn't pay for it. Oh, and you're not locked into a deck. You can change your deck. Well, change decks, not change your deck. You can change between the decks, between matches. Next up, we got the Stars Align. This is where we talk about how you can add those beautiful Nyx basic lands, as well as the other Constellation themed showcase card styles to your collection. Oh, I thought they were going to give these away. I'm already looking at the screenshot. They're going to sell these bitches. That's nice. 3,000 gold apiece. That's some bullshit. You know, the uncards, those lands, yeah, we unlocked those through multiple tournaments, or like special events or whatever. So yeah, they say with the February game update, players will be able to purchase each Nyx basic land and card style bundled together. You don't have to buy basic lands. So I guess you're buying the basic lands and you get for free included with that the style bundle, which is the cards frame, the card specific art. So buy a planes for 3,000 gold, get a free style of the planes that you actually wanted. What planet are they coming from? You'll only have to purchase each land once, as once unlocked, you'll be able to add as many copies as you did. We all know how this works, duh. So, yeah, 3,000 gold, like, not the end of the world, but, like, you could have opened 3 packs for that, so. Now, you might think this is kind of weird, but they're not selling them for gems at all. There is no, like, 3,000 gold or, like, 500 gems. No, you have to have coins. And I've noticed that a lot of the things lately, like those lightning bolt sleeves, were, like, 8,000 coins, period. So they've been adding coin sinks to the game because people are hoarding way too many. So I would say if you play every day, have the mastery pass, and, you know, get a lot of wins or whatever, you can pretty much keep playing Arena for free forever. So what they're trying to do is get you to spend your coins on other things than just boosters, because I would say I probably end up with like 60 rare wild cards every single set rotation, which is enough to build whatever I want every time. So if you buy all these cosmetics and stuff with coins only, then you're more likely to run into, oh man, I want to build some damn decks. I'm out of wild cards. I'm just gonna spend some gems, spend some US dollars, open some packs, get some cards, get some wild cards, you know? I would encourage you to, unless you really, really, really like cosmetics, which I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm probably going to bare minimum buy the Plains one. I mean, I didn't buy the 8,000 coin sleeves. The last thing that was 10,000 coins, I didn't buy that. I just really like the look of these lands. But past that, I'm going to keep opening boosters. I'm not going to drop 15k coins in all of these in all likelihood. Not unless I can like loop a tournament and like make the coins or something, which good luck. So yeah, they really hinted at like how these would be available later. I thought they even said like from special events or something, or as giveaways. Maybe I just kind of implied that because that's what they've always done. But no, they're just gonna outright sell them to you. I think that's crap. That's really annoying. But if they see that the game needs a coin sink, then, you know, whatever. It's up to you to not fall for it. You know, nobody needs cosmetics to play the game. So you do need booster packs and wild cards to play the game though. So be smart about it. Next up, they say Festival of the Gods. For the remaining showcase card styles, we're taking a page from the Eldraine storybook. Very ironic statement, considering there is no storybook this time. They forgot to write it, or whatever the hell happened. And they'll be holding a festival of events. Oh boy. Yeah, they were just like loosely tied stuff they were going to run anyway. They had nothing to do with each other, and they just assigned some ridiculous, like, shoehorned in theme, but I still think it adds a little bit to the game. I just thought it was kind of cheesy, but they're doing it again. So they're starting things off with the first event, which is Fires of Perforos, which players can enter to earn the Constellation Showcase card style for Klothys, Anax, and Perforos. Cool. So with this one, it's Artisan, baby. Yes, bring an Artisan back. That is my shit right there. Artisan is commons and uncommons only. That is the best format and the best gameplay in all of Arena. You need to play this event. Also, the following cards are banned from the event: Persistent Petitioners, Cauldron Familiar, Cavalcade of Calamity, and Gates Ablaze. all 4 of which can go right straight to hell. At least, unlike the R&D department or whatever the hell at Wizards of the Coast, the arena staff gets it. They get why people aren't having fun. Rares and mythics, overpowered cards, and the 4 cards I just named here. So they're like, let's actually have fun for once, run a festival Fires of Perforos event, and just get rid of all this bullshit so people can just run something fun. By the way, devotion decks are going to be just totally dope across the board in this event, so definitely build one of those. Probably white life gain triggers as well. You can get a lot of mileage going without rares and mythics in those formats. Artisan is seriously the bomb. We need some numbers. We need some stats showing that everybody showed up to this event because it was so fun, and maybe they'll like make it a permanent format or something. So please participate in this. So they say a new event will be available each week. First it's Fires of Perforos, then it's Nylea's Call of the Wild with Giant Monsters emblem, whatever that is. Heliod's Glory, Immortal Sun emblem. Oh god. Y'all remember the Immortal Sun? Yeah, it's just going to be in play permanently on both sides. That'll be fun. Well, I mean, it's anti-Planeswalker, like, so am I. Then Erebos' Memoir of Death, Historic Brawl, because I'll have to put one of those together. And then Thassa's Briny Bounty, 150 card pre-constructed singleton. What? I'll tell you right now, they say pre-constructed, but if they mean like we pre-constructed, and then it's 150 card singleton, I am absolutely building white, red, green Turbo Flood. Like, we're talking token dump numbers overswing yeehaw. So each one of these events, 500 gems or 2,500 gold to enter, but you only get like styles out of them. So once again, another coin sink. They're putting in a lot of these, kind of anti-consumer, but whatever. Next up, they say introducing workshop series. We're also looking to expand the type of events we offer that don't require entry fees. Good. Bonus points if we can find some fun specialty modes that don't require deck building either. I mean, but Artisan though, I mean, I guess they're really buying this bullshit about how Magic players don't like deck building. No, a small subset of lazy net decking entitled assholes don't like deck building. It's a deck building game. I don't know if you knew that or not. But then again, even I don't like building a deck for some bullshit I'm going to play for one day, so, whatever. So hence, workshops. These limited time events are intended to give players a small taste of a variety of formats, and the only thing you have to do is show up and play. If they provide the decks for us, that gets so boring. One is the clear answer, everybody plays it, and then it's just mirror matches. So is that really better than people building their own decks? I mean, really? Or just run some little pseudo-limited sealed thing or something, whatever. So in addition to no entry fees or deck building required, workshop events will also reward you for your first win in each event. Oh, just the first one, and you get 500 gold out of nowhere for a free entry. Okay, I mean, hey, that's actually new coin generation. I didn't think they'd go that route. Like I said, they're adding coin sinks, so, okay. Let's see, these rewards will vary from workshop to workshop. Oh, I'm looking at the screenshot, so some will reward gold, others XP, and some ICRs. Individual card rewards, okay. For the February game update, here's the breakdown of workshop events we'll be featuring. Power and Glory, Brawl. Oh, pre-made Brawl, that is kind of nice. If you're new to the format, we'll provide a couple of decks for you to try out before Wednesday rolls around, or you head over to the Guild Hall. I don't know what that is. Then Heroes of Theros. I think they spelled that wrong. Play with limited decks drafted by other players who managed to earn a 7-X record in their event. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is so freaking weird and random and totally unpredictably crazy. I hope they even just assign you one. That would be even better. So somebody somewhere who provably did okay in a draft, they make a copy of their deck and like send it to other people to play. That is the weirdest shit I've ever heard of, and I think I love it, but I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to do it. So anyway, they say, have you ever asked yourself what a good draft deck looks like? Yeah, a good pool is how you do it. There's a lot of luck involved, just saying. I mean, you can't skill your way to 2 Heliod's getting drafted. I'm just saying. I've lost entire drafts because all the rares after my colors were established were garbage. Really hard to win without rares. I mean, I built solid decks and I went like 3-3 or whatever, but ugh. So the third one, Uncharted Paths. Play with standard constructed decks purposely designed to be a little off meta. There we go. Sure, they'll never top 8. Shut the hell up. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. The meta does not remain unchanged once it's, quote, established. for the 3 months between set releases. That never happens. Look at red-white vehicles. So no, tier 2 decks are, quote, never going to top 8 a Mythic Championship. That's bullshit. You win those by coming up with a new deck that crushes what all the other freaking lemmings are playing. I mean, just ask Travis Wu. That's how he wins every damn event. Seriously, that is what you do. So that statement really pisses me off. So anyway, they're going to give you a bunch of non-tier 1 shit and run an event that's hopefully actually fun. Depends what they pick, though. Just copy my entire deck library and make people play that, Wizards. So every workshop's going to be on a Monday and will be available for 48 hours. Now, changes to ranked draft availability. Wonderful. Now, ranked draft is the draft that's ranked, and also it's single, best of 1. Traditional is just best of 3, otherwise they're both just draft. So they say, starting with Core Set 2020, we made sure ranked drafts of the most current set were always available, alongside a second draft that would rotate every 2 weeks. The data we've seen since then has been counterintuitive. We started to see less overall draft play when there were more events available. That is counterintuitive. Variety is the spice of life, it seems. No, literally the opposite of that statement. You need less variety to spice up your life. So anyway, they say, from February 14th through the 27th, Theros Beyond Death Rank Draft will take a 2-week break before returning in February 28th. I mean, if you want to go back and do something older and there's only slots for 2 of them, okay. I mean, I think their numbers are getting thrown off from a very small pool of set releases and rotations and stuff. And the fact that some of these sets were terrible to draft with and other ones were amazing. I can't even name what that was in between. I mean, I don't remember which is which until I get back in it. I'm like, oh yeah, everybody just drafts this. It comes down to these shitty commons and it's really garbage gameplay and, best pool wins. Or it's like, oh, fun, dynamic, interesting gameplay and deck building decisions actually went into this. And this is well designed. This has a large deck skill gradient or whatever, or deck power gradient, I should say. So I think people just want to play what isn't complete crap. It has nothing to do with if it's the current one that's out or not. But whatever, I mean, I'm not tripping too much over this, but I just don't like the latest and greatest one to disappear for 2 weeks. I think that is, I've had some people kind of whining about that, and I kind of get where you're coming from. I mean, I just don't draft that much. I would literally draft never if it wasn't the way that I get all of my gems. And I mean, besides the 40 at a time for repeats, all of my gems to buy the Mastery Pass. So I run 6, 7, or 8 drafts every time, and that eats up a lot of my coins, but it's how I get my gems and how I pay for the free pass every time, or make the pass free. The funny thing is I usually do really well at them. I usually get way more wins than losses, which is kind of funny because I hate draft and I'm not amazing at it. So they say, first, don't panic. We're not trying to secretly take away Theros Beyond Death Rank Draft. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we may, operative word, revisit having multiple ranked draft events available. Oh, so wait, so they're not going to have multiple. They're going to just remove it and not replace it with anything. Okay, that's odd. I would just have one and rotate it every week and then make sure that coincides with the release of a set. What would be wrong with that? By the way, if you want to draft Theros Beyond Death because you need cards from it because it's the newest one, that's a valid complaint for what they're doing here. And honestly, I've drafted the other sets enough. I want to draft Theros. So, yeah, I don't like this. I don't think this is a great idea. So they're going to hold a AMA-A, which is an Ask Me Almost Anything. And it's going to be with Chris, I was going to say Chow, but I don't think he's Italian. And that's also not how you spell it. So Chris Cow, I don't know, K-O, something like that. Should just call him MC-double-C. It's going to be on the Magic Arena subreddit, which is an over-moderated political shithole. And it's going to be on Monday, February, who gives a at who seriously gives a shit o'clock Central Time. So if you want to go bitch at him about something and get banned, go for it. You know what? Screw it. February 10th, 11 a.m., go tell them that the shuffler's rigged and they need to fix it, and that matchmaking is rigged and it's bullshit. If you don't value your Reddit account, which I'm not sure I even have one, to be honest. So the big old patch is coming Tuesday, February 11th. Watch for it and go waste all your coins on card styles. Yeah, overall, this was pretty negative news. Some of this sounds cool, but a lot of it is kind of anti-player, anti-consumer, but at least it has reasoning and logic behind it. It's not the end of the world, but they're kind of moving in a worse direction on this one. So whatever, what did you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next video.